Hey guys, so I have decided to vlog today, and I first of all want to apologize for this terrible angle, but the reason my camera is like this is because I'm about to paint my nails, and so I thought I would start my vlog with that today. So, as you guys know, it is Valentine's Day, and today is finally the day that I get to go see 50 Shades of Grey. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, then you might know I am so excited to see the 50 Shades of Grey movie. Now, I would have went yesterday whenever the film was out, but I was actually at my friend Ashley's 18th birthday party, which was a lot of fun. I will insert photos here. But yeah, it was a really good time and it was really fun, so I'm not that upset that I missed the movie. But yeah, this is what I'm painting my nails with today. It is this red colour. This is the colour that I got in my Birchbox one month. Not really sure what the actual colour is, but it is made by Lollipops Paris. And there's not really a colour on it, so yeah, that's the colour I'm painting my nails today. But yeah, how's it going, guys? This is like my official first vlog of 2015 and I'm excited. I was actually meant to vlog earlier this year in January because I was doing quite a few fun things. I went to Lorna's birthday party and I went to like a few other things which I could have vlogged, but then I didn't, and I think I didn't vlog because I didn't think it was appropriate. I don't know, like, I still want to keep up the vlogging thing, but, like, I don't know how often I'll be able to do it. I guess it just depends what situation you're in. And if you guys have been watching my vlogs since I started them, then you know I'm not exactly 100% confident with... Shit, I need to go get a, cotton bud, 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, like I was saying, if you guys have been watching my vlogs since I started, then you know I'm not 100% comfortable with vlogging in public yet. Which is something that I guess you have to, like, learn over time. Like, once you get started, it's a bit iffy, but then you do really become accustomed to it, and then you don't really care what people think, because you're just doing your own thing. And I'm not there yet. I hopefully will get there at some stage, because I like to vlog, I like to share my life with you guys, I like to document things, make memories and things like that. So, hopefully, I'll do it more often, and then I won't give a shit what people think because I'm having a good time and I'm documenting it, and yeah. I mean, it could be worse. Like, it could be one of those people that have a selfie stick and that I would vlog using that, which technically makes your, like, personal bubble, like, a whole meter longer. Like, you know the way you have your personal bubble and it's probably, like, here? Well, if you had a selfie stick, you're holding your phone, like, way out into the distance, which means that people won't be able to come within that radius of you, and that can be quite annoying. So yeah, I don't have a selfie stick, and I don't think I'll have one in the future either. But I mean, you never know. You never know. But yeah, like I said, not comfortable vlogging in public yet. At some point I will be. Plus, every time I go out, I'm always with my friends, and you guys know my friends are not YouTube people, so I feel uncomfortable putting them in that situation sometimes. Especially when they don't want to be. Like, I was gonna start this vlog yesterday whenever I was at Ashley's party, but then I was like, you can't really vlog at a party because it's dark and no one really wants to be on camera whenever they're at a party. They want to be having fun at the party. However, I did take this video clip of Ashley when we were saying happy birthday to her, so I might insert that here. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to Ashley! Happy birthday to you!
Are you going to say a couple of words? Like, keep it under 30 minutes, okay?
I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. Woo!
Thank you!
Everyone better be dancing. Because if I don't see anyone dancing, they're getting kicked out.
Get off the stage! Picture for Ashley on her birthday!
But yeah, it was a really good night, and I had a lot of fun, and my throat's a little bit sore because I was screaming, but that's just the price that you pay whenever you're at a party. And so yeah, that's kind of what has been my life for the past few days. getting ready for the party, and then preparing for today. Because, like I said, I'm going to see 50 Shades of Grey. And if you guys have been following me on Twitter, then you know just exactly how excited I am for this movie. I have been waiting for the 50 Shades of Grey movie for like a year now. And since it's finally the day that it's happening, I could not be more excited. And I know that this is one of those movies where people are either really obsessed with it or really against it. And I just happen to be one of the people that really love it. My friends, on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like my friends are sort of on the fence about the whole thing in general. They don't really have a strong view for it or against it. But they have had to listen to me talk about it all the time, and I've even been sending them Snapchats of like all of the promos and everything, because every time I watched one I was feeling like, oh my god, I have to share this with my friends. And so they got all these really weird Snapchats from me. It was literally the most I've ever spammed Snapchat, and I feel really ashamed, but I'm one of those things where it's like, sorry, not sorry, I had to educate you guys on how amazing this movie will be, that type of thing. Which is like a typical fangirl thing to do, I feel. Because that's always what I've done. Like, if I'm fangirling over something, I just have to share it with all my friends, and I don't care if they're not really for it or not, but they should know that I'm passionate about it, which is kind of annoying. I do realize it can be annoying whenever you're like really obsessed with something and no one else feels the same way about you, but I mean, that's kind of why I have the internet, so that there is at least someone out there who feels the same way as I do, and we can relate and things like that. And that is how internet friendships are born, with people who share the same interests as you that your friends might not in real life. That's why I have so many Animal Crossing friends. Like, none of my friends in real life play Animal Crossing. I mean, Bryce has the game for the DS, and I think he plays it, like, I don't think he hardly ever plays it. He's played it a few times, but, like, he doesn't really understand my obsession, and none of my friends really do, so that's why I have so many Animal Crossing friends. That is in no way saying I'm dissing my real friends and preferring internet friends. It's just, sometimes you need your internet friends to talk about things that you can't talk about with your real friends. But real friends are great for talking about all the personal stuff. So, it's good to have different types of friends. And then, of course, there's your family, which I guess is the same as with your real friends, I think. My family don't really understand my obsession with many things. Like, they didn't really understand why I was so obsessed with Twilight. They don't really understand the 50 Shades of Grey thing. But yeah, if you're out there on the internet and you're obsessed with something and your family don't get you, don't worry, because the internet does. And, yeah, I think I'm done with my nails. Didn't take that long. But yeah, now I gotta wait for them to dry. Trying to think about what else I can talk about with you guys, because I feel like I haven't made a vlog in a really long time. I actually have to edit my Birchbox video. I made a Birchbox video earlier this week, and I have to edit it so that I can post it for you guys. It's actually my last Birchbox video, which is kind of sad, but it might not be the last Birchbox video I ever do, but I am cancelling my subscription for right now because I don't feel like I need it, so there's that. But I explained that more in my video, but I'm actually kind of nervous to edit that video because I filmed it at like 1 o'clock in the morning earlier this week, and I feel like I just blanked like halfway through it, and it was not that great. So I'm going to have to look back at that and see if it is appropriate for posting, and if not, I want to say that I'm not going to film it again. I'd rather not film a Birchbox video again, just so that you have my actual first reaction and not another one, like a fake reaction, because it's like I've already filmed this but it didn't look good, so I'm filming it again type thing. So hopefully I'll just go with the flow with that. Like, I seriously can't even think about what I've been doing for the past like months of my life. I guess just school, and I can't really talk about school because then I'll get in trouble, because you shouldn't really diss your school or your work or anything like that on the internet, because guess what? They will find out, and you could get fired, you could get detention, you could get in all sorts of trouble, because I've been there before, and it's just like, you know what? Don't talk about it, because if you do, you're going to get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. It kind of sucks, especially when you are one of those people that shares so much with the internet that you can't share that part of your life. But I mean, there's always going to be something that is too personal that you can't share on the internet. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah. Actually, one thing I can tell you about school is that the past week we have all been deciding what we want to get on our leavers hoodies. And I don't know if they do this everywhere in the world, but at the end of every school year, like the end of your final year at high school, over here we get leavers hoodies, and it's basically where you get like a nickname on the back of your shirt as well as the number 15, and then inside the 15 or whatever year you're graduating, you have everyone's names from your year group on the back of the hoodie. I'll post a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, one of those. And so we've all been deciding what colors we're going to get and what we want on the back of them. And that's been kind of fun, mainly just because it was one of those things where we got to be creative. And no one really wanted to put their name on the back of their hoodie because that's kind of boring, not going to lie. Nothing against putting your name on the back of it. Like, if you like your name and you think that that would suit you for the back of your hoodie, that's fine. But I mean, me and my friends went out of our ways to make sure that our hoodies were different from our actual names. So that's what we did, and I'm really excited to get it. And when I get it, I will show you guys. We will probably be taking a photo with all of our backs turned so you guys can see what's on our hoodies, and I'll probably share it with you guys too because I think it'd be really fun and adorable and quite common actually to do. But yeah, I'll be really excited when I get mine because mine's going to be black because I'm boring and I really like black clothing. But my hoodie's going to be black, and on the back I've decided to get Fangirl, which I think is very appropriate for me because, like I said, I am a fangirl. I always have been. Like, if you guys have watched my previous videos that I've dedicated specifically to the fandoms that I was in, I made a High School Musical one and a Twilight one, then you might just get an idea of how much of a fangirl that I actually am. And again, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know that as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to get the hoodie to see what it will turn out like, and I'm really excited to see everyone else's because one of my friends decided to get Satan written on the back of hers, and I think that's so funny. And so I can't wait to see that as well. But yeah, that's kind of been my life, really. Actually, I guess if you watched my January 2015 in tweets video, you know what I've actually been doing with my life last month. And that was kind of a fun idea that I came up with because I didn't vlog for that month, and so I was like, well, let's do this instead. And it was kind of inspired by those like Tumblr posts where you saw people applying these random text posts to photos from a particular fandom, and that's kind of where I got my inspiration from, and I thought it was really fun to make. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to see me make more of those, let me know in the comments below. I probably will make more of them, but I'm not going to say I'm going to make one for every month because I might not tweet exciting things during that month, and I also don't want it to be one of those things where I feel like I have to tweet to make content for a video because I just tweet a lot anyway. So yeah, I don't know. Don't really have a schedule for that, but maybe I will think of one. But yeah, literally haven't been up to much else since the start of this year. It's went by pretty quickly, but because of school and everything, it's just kind of seemed like it's been really long. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to catch you guys up on so far. I'll probably vlog later because obviously as we get closer and closer to me finally seeing the movie, I'm going to get more and more excited, and I thought I would share that with you guys. My full genuine fangirl reaction type thing, because I know I'm going to be insane. I've literally not been excited for a movie like this since probably Breaking Dawn Part 2, and that was like 3 years ago. So I mean, I am more than ready to fangirl about something new. However, I'm a little bit worried because Bryce said that all of the reviews for this movie were terrible, and I don't know how to feel about that because so far everything I've seen looks amazing. But then again, I think that it's because I'm quite biased, like because I like the story and because I like the books and because I'm in the fandom, I feel like I am really biased, like I'm gonna love it no matter what everyone else says. But I mean, I don't know about that because this is the first movie, so there's so much hype around it that it's like, well, what if it doesn't meet your expectations? What's going to happen then? And I don't want to be negative like that. Don't want to be negative about that, because I've been reading for this for so long that I hope that it is everything that I hope it will be. So yeah, fingers crossed that it is going to be okay. But yeah, I think that's it that I can talk to you guys about. Oh, no it's not. Okay, one last thing and then I'll go for this section of the vlog anyway. But yeah, I finally got all my university offers, which is insane, because for the longest time I thought I wasn't going to get any. There was a period where I couldn't go on Facebook, because every time I went on Facebook someone would have gotten a new university offer, and that started to make me feel really anxious about what I had applied to do, because it was like everyone's getting offers and I'm not. But I finally got all of mine, so I'm really excited, which means I just have to make my offers final. I'm not really sure where I want to go, but I do know I want to stay at home, so I only applied to the local universities. But I do have to respond, and then I have to work really hard on my A-levels, and I have to get the grades, and then I'll be done, and then I'll be at university. And that's really scary to think about, because it's only like in 9 months or so, I want to say, like September of this year, that I'll be heading off to uni, and that is really scary. But I'm excited too. But I'm also sad, because I don't really want to leave my school. Like, as much as people complain about school and things, whenever it comes towards the end, you actually get quite sad, because you realize that there are actually a lot of good memories there, despite the bad ones. And so yeah, I don't know. I'll probably make a video at some point, and I'll sit down and I'll share all of my fun stories with you guys about how my high school experience went. Even though I can't say too much about it, because otherwise I'll get in trouble, like I said. But I mean, I can share some good memories that I have with my friends, with you guys, because that's kind of what YouTube is for me. A place to look back at all the good times. And I suppose that's why everyone really vlogs anyway. But yeah, I guess that is everything that I have to say right now. Like I said, I'll be back with you guys. Don't know how exactly I'm going to do this vlog. I'll either vlog when I'm at the cinema, after I've seen the movie and we're still at the cinema, or when I get home. It's probably best I vlog whenever I'm at home, because see, if I just walk out of that movie and I take out my phone and I start talking to it and freaking out, everyone's going to look at me. So there's that. But yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it is actually the next day. I was meant to film this part of the vlog yesterday when I came home from the cinema, but the thing with that was when I sat down to film, it was really loud in my house, so I couldn't. And then by the time that everything had quietened down, I was too tired to speak coherently, and so that is why I'm filming this now. So yeah, sorry about that. What I did do yesterday, though, was I sat down and I made a blog post giving my raw review of the movie, and that will be in the description below. And the main reason that I did that was because I happen to have a lot more thoughts on this movie than I thought I was going to have, and I didn't want you guys to listen to me talk about it for like half an hour, and so that's why I did a blog post. So if you want to read every single thought I had on the movie, check the description below, because it is all there, spoilers included, so if you guys don't want any spoilers, please stay away from there. But yeah, so what I've decided to do for this like second part of the vlog is to give you my main thoughts on the movie, and try not to spoil it too much, because like I said, if you guys do want to see the movie, then I don't want to spoil it. But yeah. So, the first thing that I would like to say about the movie is that it was awkward, which is to be expected whenever you go to see a movie like this and you have to sit next to strangers. I feel like it is very awkward whenever you're sitting there watching sex scenes and there's some randomer sitting next to you, which is something that was to be expected. Like I said, I sort of knew that that was probably going to happen, but since I was so excited for the movie, I wasn't really thinking about that whenever I went into it. But I think that because it was awkward, it did sort of ruin the movie for me a little bit, because you can't really shake the feeling that you're around people whenever you're watching something like that. At least that's the way it was for me. Like, I definitely felt like every time something happened that was remotely inappropriate, I was just very, very aware that I was sitting in a crowd of people and that all I could really do was sort of sink down in my seat and not react to anything because it would have been weird. So, yeah, definitely the awkwardness for me sort of ruined things. Another thing that I actually think ruined the movie for me a little bit is my fangirling, because before the movie came out, I literally watched every single piece of promo that there was for it. If you guys follow me on Twitter, then you know how much I've been fangirling over this, but I follow a lot of 50 Shades of Grey Twitter accounts, and every single one of them was posting links to all of these spoilers for the movie, and me, being the impatient person that I was, I clicked on every single one of them. Every single TV promo, every single movie trailer, every single video clip, I clicked on everything, and I guess I sort of spoiled it for myself, and that was kind of upsetting that I did that. I mean, I think that sort of ruined it, because whenever those scenes came up in the movie, I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I didn't really get to have that whole little, like, fangirl experience, I suppose. I did get to have my fangirl moments, not gonna lie. Like, there were actually some things that couldn't be spoiled by TV promos and things like that, so I did get my fangirl moments in there, but a lot of my favourite scenes were actually spoiled before I went into the movie, which was quite sad. But yeah, there was that. So, on to everything else, because aside from the fangirling, aside from the awkwardness, I have to say that this movie wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it kind of disappointed me a little bit like that. I don't know what it was exactly about the movie that really disappointed me. Like, I don't really want to say that either, because it's like, it's not like it didn't deliver, because it did, but there was just something about the movie that wasn't right, and I don't know if that is because it was awkward or because I had such high expectations or something, but like, honestly, I feel like it was missing so much. I mean, yes, it was very true to the book, a lot of people said that, and I think that it was, but one of the things that probably wasn't that true to the book is probably the lack of communication that Christian and Anna actually have. Like, honestly, they don't really talk a lot in the movie, and I feel like that was a problem. Like, I don't know, like, my friends and I were talking about the movie afterwards, and they honestly were confused a lot about what was happening with Anna and Christian, and it's because they didn't really talk about much, and I guess that is the same in the book, in the way that anytime Anna tries to talk to Christian, he does shut her down because he doesn't want to talk about himself, but at the same time, it just felt like they weren't really talking about anything at all, and they didn't even try. I mean, I don't know, it just sort of left a lot of gaps, and I think that was kind of annoying, because, you know, you can't really know what's really going on in Anna's head unless there's dialogue, because it's a movie and it's not a book, so half the time you might be a little bit confused at what's happening in what scenes. Another thing that was kind of annoying was that you didn't get to know any of the secondary characters at all. And I know that that's kind of the same in the book, because obviously the focus is on Anna and Christian, so really it doesn't matter about the other characters, but they deserve a little bit more of an introduction, I think, this being the first movie. Like, for example, Anna's roommate, Kate, you don't really know a lot about her. She says she probably has the most speaking lines out of any secondary character in the movie, but I mean, still, you don't really know much about her. And then there's like Jose, which is Anna's best friend, and they've been friends forever, but you wouldn't know that if you didn't read the books. And like, I don't know, it just felt like you didn't really see any of the secondary characters at all, and it was kind of upsetting, because these are people that you really want to know if you're interested in that. Like, I feel like they deserve to have some recognition. I don't know. But yeah, those were the two major issues I think that I had with it. It's just that Anna and Christian didn't really talk a lot, and also that the secondary characters were basically non-existent, which kind of sucked. Okay, so moving on to the positive things about the movie. I feel like I was being really negative there, but there were some things that I did actually really like about the movie. The first thing that I really liked about the movie was the soundtrack. I did listen to the soundtrack before I went to see the movie, and I wasn't really sure about that. But once I actually went to see the movie and I saw how they integrated the soundtrack into it, I thought that it worked really well. And so, yeah, I really did like that. Another thing that I really liked about the movie is all of the really romantic scenes, I guess, because I'm such a girl, of course I like the romance. But two of my favourite scenes were probably when Christian and Anna are in the helicopter and also when they're in the glider. I thought those scenes were so much fun, and the music with it was perfect, and it was really fun to see both of the characters really just let go. And I think those were the moments where they really did, and I thought those were really great. Another thing that I really liked was that they included all of the important quotes from the book in the movie. There were a lot of quotes that I think that everyone was hoping would be in the movie, and they were, which was really good, and I really enjoyed that. However, I feel like that is more of a fangirl thing than anything, because I don't think normal people would really care if a character said something in a certain way, but for those who read the book and are excited about the movie should probably be glad to know that they did include all of the important quotes. And like I said, it is more of a fangirl thing. And yeah, I mean, I definitely found myself getting really into this movie, especially towards the end. If you guys read the books, then you know what happens at the end, but it did make me very emotional, and I think that that was probably the part I liked best about it, because I think that they did the end scenes very well, and I think that was very important for the movie, to have it end the way that it did, and things like that. I did definitely get emotional at the end of the movie. I didn't cry like I thought I would, but I definitely did tear up and I did get emotional, which was what I expected. I expected to be emotional. What I didn't expect was for other people not to be as emotional. A lot of people did just sort of like get up and leave as soon as the movie was over and didn't really have anything to think about it, or maybe they didn't like it, I don't know. I think maybe why people weren't as emotional towards the end was probably because of the way that the movie ended. I'm not really going to say much about that, however it did end kind of abruptly. I personally didn't mind that. I feel like I was too much of an emotional wreck to really process about the ending, but I really didn't mind the way it ended. So yeah. I think that that is all I'm going to say about the movie here. Like I said, if you guys want to hear a more detailed account of what I thought about the movie, it will be in my new blog post in the description below. Looking back now, I feel like I was actually really harsh in that blog post. I was so mean about everything, but I just was like so worked up that they didn't do things in a certain way that it annoyed me, but I've accepted it. I've come to terms with what it was, and yeah. I think that is everything that I'm going to say about the film right now. Like I said, if you guys want a more detailed account of what I thought about the film, there will be a link to my blog post in the description below. Looking back now, I feel like my blog post was actually way more harsh than I intended it to be. I think that because I wrote it just as I had come out of the cinema, I was a little bit more disappointed with how they did things. But looking back now, I feel like it wasn't as bad as I thought. And like I said, they can't really please everyone, but they really did give it their best shot, and I'm really proud of that. My only thing now is that I'm hoping that 50 Shades Darker will be a lot better, because 50 Shades Darker was my favourite book, so obviously I'm going to be really excited for that movie. Not really sure when they're going to film that, not really sure when that's going to come out, but you guys know I'll be so excited for it anyway. But yeah. If you guys want to see 50 Shades of Grey, let me know in the comments below what you thought. If you're not going to see it, let me know why. I'm always interested to know, especially with a film like this, because I feel like there are many people that are on the extremes when it comes to this book series. It's like you either love it, and are obsessed with it like I am, or you really, really hate it and you just don't like it at all. So, yeah. It'd be interesting to know your thoughts. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Like I said, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of the movie or what you think of the book series. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Oh, okay, so it's like oatmeal? Yes? No? Maybe? I have no idea. But that's what I'm getting in my Birchbox. Oats. I honestly have no words.